Anyone who has made a trip to the popular summer destination Mackinac Island knows that the unique experience starts as soon as you board the ferry boat.
And this season, Shepler's Mackinac Island Ferry is adding a new boat to its fleet. 7 and 4's Alyssa Heron joins us live from Moran Ironworks in Onaway for an inside look at the first ferry boat known to have been constructed in northern Michigan. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brennan and Melissa. I am here with Tom Moran and Chris Shepler. Thanks so much for joining us both this morning. And first of all, tell me what we're standing in front of.
Yeah, we're standing in front of the Miss Margie, which is our newest addition to our fleet, named after my grandmother, our matriarch of our company. And yeah, we're putting it together. Tom's actually putting it together. We can't wait to sail it.
And this is a very special ferry. It's one of the first built in northern Michigan. Tell me about how you chose to do that.
Yeah, that's correct. The first one built in northern Michigan, and it's our third project with Moran Ironworks and Tom and his crew. And we decided to build it in northern Michigan for a few aspects. I guess the main one is the quality and craftsmanship in which Moran works. Tom and his crew are phenomenal, and we've seen that in the other projects. And I guess the second equally important reason is to keep the economic impact of a $3.8 million vessel being built here in northern Michigan. We feel that that's very important.
Absolutely. And you know, tell me how many passengers will fit aboard this ferry?
Our other two big ferries, the Captain Shepler and the Wyandotte, both hold 265. This will hold 281, so a little bigger, but what's really big is the back deck. The areas in which to move around the vessel will be much bigger than our previous vessels.
Okay, and you know, guests are going to expect some new features this year, so tell me about that.
We're excited about the addition of a air conditioning unit, an HVAC unit on board actually, where we'll have forced air heat and as well as air conditioning in the summertime. And they say, why do you need air conditioning in the summertime? Just open the windows. But if you remember, we've had some pretty warm summers over the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, and you know, Tom, thanks for joining us. How long have you guys been working on this project, and about how many people are involved?
Well, less than what you'd think. It's only been about 4 months, and as far as people, it's varied from 5 people to 30 people, depending on the ramp up. The initial phases were layouts, so you need a special type of craftsman for that. And then the welding of the hull, of course, and now inside there's just a world. It's a city of people. You know, you have 3 engines, 4 engines actually, including the generator set, a lot of different systems involved. So you know, we have, there's probably 35 or 40 people all together between outside building the cabin, inside hooking up engines and other systems. So 10,000 man hours, which is a huge impact for Northeast Michigan.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. And coming up at 6:30, we're going to actually climb on board and take a look. And we're going to be talking about the soft launches that they have coming up. Reporting live in Sheboygan, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.
Thanks a lot, Alyssa. That is a massive boat. To see it in the shop and being built.
Right.
Quite impressive.
It's exciting, and of course, Moran Ironworks in Onaway, I mean, they're known for those massive projects, and to see this, it also means obviously we're getting towards that warmer weather. You start thinking about the ferries heading over to Mackinac, so good stuff there. We're going to check back in with Alyssa Heron coming up in just a few minutes.
Plus, I'm here live in Onaway aboard the brand new Shepler's ferry coming up at 6:30. We'll take a look on board and talk about the latest launch date. This and more coming up. You're watching 7 and 4 News Today.
7 and 4's Alyssa Heron joins us live from Moran Ironworks in Onaway to take us aboard the first ferry boat known to have ever been constructed in northern Michigan. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brennan and Melissa. Right now I'm climbing aboard the first ferry built in northern Michigan, and joining me is Chris Shepler. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Good morning. So tell me what the name of this new ferry is.
This is the Miss Margie, and it's named after Margaret Shepler, my grandmother, who is the matriarch of our company and family.
Okay, and when did you guys get started on this project?
This is a couple years ago, actually. 2 years ago is when the project came to, yes, we're going to do it, and then all the drawings and the planning and, you know, the contracts were signed between those 2 years.
Okay. So, and kind of tell me about the size of this and new features that guests will be expected to see this summer.
Yeah, the size is a little bigger than our current 2 largest vessels right now, the Captain Shepler and the Wyandotte. She's going to carry 281 passengers versus 265. She's a little heavier, and she's got a heck of a lot more power. We're looking at, you know, in that 40-mile-an-hour range, at about 6,000 horsepower. We got 3 V16s in her. So Yeah, we're looking for some really fun things.
Okay, and kind of tell me about the stage that it's in right now and about the launch date.
Yeah, if you look at this from the naked eye, it would seem there's no way this boat is going to get launched in a month. But we're on schedule for a month. We also are going to do a little bit of pre-painting work here in the shop in Moran before we take it up to Mackinac City and finish the detail work. So we'll put a coat of high build and some primer on it. The soft launch date, when I use the word soft, that means when we take the vessel from Onaway, transport it 24 miles across the high wire corridor, which is, I believe it's M68 between Onaway and Rogers City. And then that soft launch date is somewhere between the 22nd and the 29th of May. And then from there, we'll take it up under its own power to Mackinac City, haul it out, and put it in our facility in Mackinac City, where we'll have viewing portals for people to come actually watch the boat get put together.
Okay, and will people be able to climb aboard this summer and take it over to the island?
Absolutely. The plan is to have the christening on July 12th. We have the governor actually is going to come break the bottle of champagne on the bow. That's the 12th. That's the hard launch. And then we plan on running it that very next day if we have the boat put together completely.
Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us this morning. And
Thank
once
you.
again, all of this information and more will be on our website at UpNorthLive.com. Reporting live in Onaway, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.
Thanks so much, Alyssa. And 1 month is what they plan to christen it July 12th.
Their timeline.
The bottle of champagne, and I'm sure that'll make for a great event.
And those ferries, I mean, they're massive. To get all of those people over there and just seeing this production, I've never seen one in that stage before. So that's really interesting.
Yes, yeah, definitely history being made in Onaway right now. Again, Alyssa Heron in Onaway. So we'll have more on our website, UpNorthLive.com, if you want to learn more about how this is all coming together. But